dog, my dog. Hey, you know what? Let me cut that music off right quick. Hold on. Nah, man, because today is a little different vibes. Dear mother, can't you hear us whining? It's been 3 whole months since I have left your home. It make me wonder why I'm still here. There's something that's something to the place. Something. Y'all don't welcome to. Y'all don't know Green Day. Y'all don't mess with Green Day.
But I do know the song.
Oh man, come on! All right, Paradise. We have to sing it because we can't use the actual song because it'll get canceled. Whoa, Paradise. No, we ain't feeling Coldplay. No, Lil Wayne.
Absolutely.
No, this ain't Paradise. No. We're not feeling that.
Oh my God,
no.
Vince, how the fuck do you know so many Paradise songs? Like, let's just go down the list. What the fuck?
I love it. I like Paradise. It's got a lot of songs. Paradise.
My team when we that song.
It's just another day for me and you in paradise. Oh, think twice. Yes, we talking Paradise today, baby. Let's go ahead and get it in. You know who it is. It's your favorite Blerd friends. We are here to chat, Blerd chat all day. We leading off with Paradise, or are we at least gonna talk about it? More than likely, so don't go nowhere. Oh yeah, and not to mention your boy Grayson is back at it again. What's going on with the family out there in Invincible, and a whole lot of other things that's popping off in the world. So don't go nowhere. Your favorite Blerd click here to stay Blerd shit. So go ahead and hit that like, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, and let's go ahead and do it, baby. New intro on the way. Let's go.
Listen up. New Blerd. Hold on. Can I do it again? Hey. Check out new Blerd Order. They're a whole vibe. It's the newest thing on the. Sorry, let me try that again. I'm so sorry. Hey, shout out to the new Blerd Order. They're a whole vibe. The funniest people, the friendliest people, and also the nerdiest people you ever see. And they're black. Check them out.
Do we want to go ahead and get into Paradise? We want to go ahead and get into Paradise. I was trying to hold off on it.
Did you watch it?
I do watch it, and
did you really?
I did watch it.
Are you lying?
Are you like all caught up though?
I'm caught up.
No, he's not. Look at his face. Look at his face.
I'm caught up, bro. What do you mean? I'm caught up.
Okay, so quiz. If you're caught up, what was the last credit? What was the last ending credit scene? If you're caught up,
there's an end. They have end credit scenes in Paradise. I didn't know that.
Test. Okay.
Yo, you almost got me. I was like, what?
Yo, he was bugging. Did you see him? He was like, wait a minute. What the?
I was like, I wasn't up on that. All right, guys, it's time to get caught up. You want to see an old little? I made this thing like 4 years ago, and I used it for another show I was working for a second. It's so cheesy. When I look at it, I'm like, I can't believe I put that out there, but it did happen. So anyway, we are going to catch up on Paradise right now. So for those of y'all who haven't seen it, quick spoiler alert for those who have not, but we finna go ahead and get on into it. So yeah, man. And since we haven't really talked about it at length, I figure we can go ahead and at least maybe give a little bit of a clue into what it is about. So check it out. Oh yeah, looks like Fernando is ready for the Paradise talk. So let's not keep Fernando waiting. He really wants to talk about this. So
what are your takes on the show? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Is it thumbs up, thumbs down? Like I want to know first off, because we made you watch this. It wasn't like it was your choice. We made you catch up and watch this. So did you even enjoy it? Let's talk about that.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you asked. I have answers.
Okay. Man, he paused real long.
I wish we had clips of him hating on it last week, but go ahead. Come on.
Okay. So
tell him what you told me. Tell him what you told me.
What'd you tell Anthony?
All right. I told Anthony I'm sold. All right, that this last episode brought
hold
me
on.
to.
Sorry. I don't speak Spanish. Could you in English louder and slowly, a little closer to your mic, so that I can.
Enunciate.
Sorry, what?
Pero
Zoom in.
no,
Zoom in.
no estaban hablando en español, estaban hablando en inglés. Entonces, debes entenderme, pero no hay problema. Si es necesario hablar en español o inglés, es mejor.
See
No hay
how he's
problema.
trying to get out of it?
Entonces, yo dijo
See how he's
que
trying to get out of it?
ahora, now,
Now he's bilingual.
I'm sold now because the show was actually interesting for the whole entire duration of the show. There were no lulls. It was high heat from start to finish. It was jam action packed. They brought us up to speed. They got us back good to go. We got to vibe with the fam. We saw what happened with the wife. We saw what it is that led them to be in that dystopian place that they're in. It all made sense. So yes, I loved it. I loved this episode. It brought me to the yard, and I get it. I mean, it makes more sense. I'm not gonna lie. I see why everybody was digging it before, and I may have been a little late to the party. That happens to me sometimes. Let's go down the list. Yes, remember our first 2 episodes of WandaVision? Me and Ty hated that shit. By episode 9, I was like, this is the best show I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
And you know what else is on that list too, by the way? The Bad Batch.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
the fuck was
God.
like,
oh yeah,
yes,
that first
have you
season was
seen
bad.
it? Oh my God,
yes.
it's so much better. Yeah, you
Okay,
were
calm
bugging.
down, because you didn't even finish
You
it.
were
Like I refuse to listen to you lecture me, and you didn't even finish the show you put me on. So until you finish that show, cuidado, por favor. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but you're right.
Going on.
You're 100% right though. First season of Bad Batch was meh, but second season was like, and then third season, oh my God, like they brought in, okay, we're getting diverted. All right, Paradise is dope. Okay, so allow me to, if it's okay, since I did get a chance to check it out, can we just kind of bring folks up to speed who may not necessarily be into it? Let's just go ahead and sell it. Okay, all right, yo, I'm mad that you're paying so much attention, Darth. All right, I would need you to kind of like, take a dummy and calm down. All right, yeah, all right.
Damn, the comment section is calling you out, Vince.
Sí,
That's
es verdad.
great.
Sí,
Thank
puedo
you,
hablar.
Darth.
Sí,
Thank
porque
you.
vivo en Florida y toda la gente aquí solamente habla español. Entonces, si quieren más negocios, es necesario aprender la lengua. Es muy mejor para
He's
su
like, all right, we're done with
gente
Spanish. Let's move on.
All right, lo siento. Es mi primera lengua, lo siento. All right, hey, Nolly, what's going on? We got Lisa on the YouTubes. Believe that? Yes, believe it. She's on me on the Facebook.
No, she switched.
Are we canceled on
That's
Facebook?
love. That's all
That's
love,
cool.
Lisa.
That's cool. All right, so let's get into it. So, Paradise is centered around the Anthony. You the movie blog guy, man. Can you help us out, man? Can you kind of?
I'm sorry. I'm not the one who just binged it in the past week. I thought it was fresh on your mind.
All right. I'll try. I just don't want to not do it justice. Okay, so if I start taking away the justice of it, make sure y'all put me in my place.
Go for it.
I'm gonna try. All right. So Paradise. I cannot. I'm not so. I don't love this. All right. Paradise is about a guy named, what's his name?
Xavier.
All right, is Secret Service. All right, and he gets, I guess, recruited to Secret Serve the president. That sounds
the president's
right.
detail.
Like
Yes. Keep going.
Yeah,
the
the president's
detail.
detail,
All
the
right,
White House.
I told you I was good. All right, so thank you. So when this happens, one of the first things that happens is they wheel him into the Oval Office, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, the world gonna die. We just don't know when, but we ready." He's like, what? He's like, the world is gonna blow up or some shit. We know it's gonna happen. We just don't know when. He's like, all right. Time goes by, and the shit actually happens. The world starts blowing up, but they don't tell you how or why in the first like 5 or 6 episodes. You just know that some shit happened and it fucked up the whole world. All right. And so they move into a mountain. I guess evidently there was a plan to build a bunker in a mountain in Colorado. Now they move out there, but one of the first things that happens, and once again, I got to reiterate, spoiler alert, because we are going to give away key moments here. But when they go to this mountain, they learn that, unfortunately, the mother, or Xavier, played by Sterling K. Brown's wife, did not make it to the mountain. And so this sucks, right? So you're kind of starting off with that vibe. Another thing, spoiler alert, the president ends up dead on the dance floor.
Yeah, you're
Tag me in.
Yeah, let's
see, I'm trying to tell you. I know my limits. I don't know. I told you I don't let me do it.
You did great.
I did not. I worked it up. I'm so stupid.
No, you did great.
Somebody please take the wheel, man, because I'm butchering it, man. Somebody please.
I'm gonna try.
Yes, does the breakdowns.
Oh, she does do the breakdowns.
Okay, all right, I'll do
it. What's up, man? Can we get a Yaz breakdown?
Okay. I got you.
Okay. All right, let's do it. All right, everybody. We getting us a Yaz breakdown. Get yourself ready, folks. These are the best ones. And yes, we give it to you, right? Go ahead, Yaz.
All right, so basically where Vince picked up is, we're in an underground bunker in the middle of Colorado somewhere. We don't really know where because it's in a mountain. And basically only 25,000 people got to be able to live inside of this community that's in the mountain. So we literally had people in the president's detail picking and choosing who is going to get to survive when this catastrophe finally hits. And it hits. And Mr. Collins, which is Xavier's last name, Xavier Collins, his wife, Terry Roger Collins, she is actually a scientist, and she goes into Atlanta. She's completely away from the family when everything goes crazy at the White House, and basically the whole country is like, going to shit, and they're evacuating. Well, this whole show is basically kind of giving you the vibes of how the underground bunker and life in there is like. It's not so different from the outside world, except for we don't have sun. We have lights and we have computers that basically control the sky and, give us different moods and, daylight to night. But we're still technically in a bunker, and we're just trying to have life, back to civilization, as it used to be. So this whole show is kind of walking through, your life in the bunker. But the first episode takes place of us finding out that the president died. Someone murdered him in his house. And who was it? How? And there's an iPad that we're all looking for because it has secret information basically before the world ended and up to right now on that iPad that has information that the new government, which is Sinatra, which is a key role, which is a person that you find out is a mother, and she turns into a crazy bad bitch. I'm not gonna lie. Sinatra's she's one of them gangster villains. Like, she's the James Bond villain. She hides in the background, sends the assassins, and you find out really quickly how she went from being a normal person to becoming the head of an entire silo, basically, and controlling the government inside the silo. And Xavier is trying to figure out what exactly happened when the president was murdered, who did it, who knows about it, who's involved in it, and if he can even trust anybody that's on premise right now in the detail. So literally the first episode is crazy. It's a strap your seat in, get ready, because what takes place is jaw-dropping. When the president dies, obviously we only have so much time before we can report it, and Xavier tries to get all of his information before he reports it, and that is a big mistake on Xavier's part. But you have to do something in what little time you have to try and get what evidence you can when you know that everyone around you is corrupt. And Xavier is just trying to find out, technically, who killed his boss, and how the fuck did the secret detail that's downstairs that's been guarding the door not know about this? We also find out that the head of the entire secret detail, she has a little late night excursions with the president. She's the love affair that no one talks about. But we all know she shows up late at night, and we get to find out that she was there the night the president gets murdered. But She left before that happened, so who's involved? As this episode and this series gets more and more in depth, we find out that there's only certain people that you can trust, because Xavier's put off of leave because of, hiding that the president was basically dead, from everybody. Let's shut down the house for 30 minutes. That was crazy. Everyone's like, why are we shutting down the house? Well, we're not telling anybody. What the fuck is going on, Xavier? Well, his boss is this lady right here, and this is the lady that's having the affair with the president. And guess what? Her earrings were still in the room next to the wine glasses. How's she not connected? Well, shit gets even more crazy as we keep going on, because basically Xavier is finding out his circle has definitely been, how do I say, compromised. He don't know if he can trust his best friend and his ally, which is definitely not a good feel when you find out that your boss, aka the president, has been murdered, and Sinatra and the whole government is covering up and saying that he died of natural causes. And guess what? We're just gonna go on as normal. We're gonna throw a carnival, in the president's honor, and everything's just gonna be okay. We're gonna do the carnival before the funeral. That way we can kind of get some peace and some reassurance with all the the people in the colony and the silo, and we're gonna go on from there. That's what the government thinks. But Xavier's like, fuck this. I'm about to figure out what's really going on. Who the fuck killed Cal, the president? Why did he die? And who is all involved in this conspiracy? Well, as you watch, you definitely need to keep paying attention, because key elements happen. And as Vince was explaining earlier, we get to find out what the fuck happened with the world and why we ended up in a fucking silo with only 25,000 people. What happened to the rest of the world? Are they still alive? Did we send anyone to figure this shit out? Well, we find out that, we got questions, and Cal is he's the president now, so he can make a decision to send some people down and figure out if the world is still alive or not. What the fuck is going on outside? Because basically he pulled some James Bond type shit, and he kind of saved the world at the last minute. But we get to find that out in the last episode, and I'm not going to spoil it just yet for you, because it's fucking awesome and you have to see this shit for yourself. The president does some fucking yo, Sinatra, fuck you. I'm the president. I'm gonna do this shit. I got codes. I got other codes. Yo, fuck you. Then he sends the Secret Service in to fucking tells her, if this bitch moves, shoot the bitch. Hell yeah. It was some gangster shit, I'm not gonna lie. I got respect for this president. I'm just saying. But as we keep going on, we definitely see that, Sinatra, she is a cunning fucking bitch, and she ends up basically chopping down Xavier's corner and kind of cornering him into a point where he's like, all right, I'm gonna fight back. And guess what, bitch? My wife literally says, if you make enough noise, you could literally change and start a chain reaction. But also, you should be fucking scared the day I fight back, because I'm a passive man. Well, Xavier fought the fuck back against Sinatra, and guess what? Yo, the fucking sky had fucking words in the shit. What? I'm sorry, but dude just took over the whole colony and was like, yo, bitch, fuck your fake sky. They lying to us. Fuck the government. So while the whole city is stirring, the Bradford son, him and Mr. Collins' daughter, they started, getting a little close, and they're like, you know what? I'm about to spill some secrets, but I need to get into the iPad because I found the iPad. I'm not going to tell you who found the iPad because that shit is like pinnacle. But the kids had the iPad that's missing from the president, and they figure out how to get it open. And guess fucking what? Whew! I pray these next few episodes, we see some fucking cutthroat shit go down with fucking Sinatra, because that bitch, she is every time I see her, she's a fucking Terminator, like in human form. Like this is how they made the Terminators. They came from us. We made them. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to have the structure to make it. That bitch is the fucking Terminator. She's just not metal yet. Okay, that's all I have to say. But sorry, I got off topic real quick. Sinatra rant real quick. Sorry. Anyway, this fucking show is not only entertaining, it's not only completely fucking mind-blowing, but it literally keeps you so enthralled with the entertainment, with the story. The plot is amazing. The acting is fucking amazing. This is one of the best shows out there right now. Like, and especially political type, you know what I'm saying, with government and everything going on. This is one of the best because it breaks down just how corrupt some shit is, and we don't even notice it because we're just trying to live a very sheltered life. And it's showing that when people fight back, what can happen, and consequences happen in this show. And I'm literally on the edge of my fucking seat waiting to see where the next consequence leaves Mr. Collins.
Wow. Yo, okay. See, I'm never trying that ever again because, like, I could never. Even with Yaz frozen, she still kicked it. Like she was, like she got froze halfway through it, so we couldn't put her face on it, but she was still like in rare form. What the fuck, Yaz? All right, Yaz, I'm gonna let you go refresh your screen and go ahead and get a drink and calm and chill. Because my lord, that breakdown was flame, yo. Holy shit. Like I'm yo. I will never try that again. I'm so mad y'all tried to make me do that. And I blame you, Ant. You yeah. Oh.
No.
I was like, yeah, well, I'm not good at it.
But you watch the show now. That's the important thing, right? Last week we have you on video.
Yeah.
Not feeling the show.
I wasn't. It's true. You have me on fire. You have me. And Yaz, I hope you come back after everything gets right. But yeah, you definitely have me on record, basically denying the excellence of this show. And I was once again made to look a fool with this most recent episode because this episode had so many layers, Nolly. It had so many layers, and it had so many layers. Yaz's phone. Welcome back. I'm glad she's here. Yaz, you're getting rave reviews in the chat, yo. Like the MBO fam is saying that it was the best breakdown ever. It's like literally they're saying now every show must have a Yaz Notes. That might be the name of the new segment. Shout out to Darth Erebus, who may have given us a whole new segment. I watched it, bro. I watched it. That was my homework. My homework was not to come back and do a book report. Okay, I was supposed to watch it. All right, yeah. See, the reviews are still pouring in for Yaz and the immaculate job of breaking that down for us. Can I thank you enough, Yaz? And so, Yaz, you were just about to get into like how many layers were in the show, and I'd like to delve into some of them that were easy to tell. One of the first things that I noticed that I thought was so dope how they did it, and there's so many different things we could talk about this. But one thing that I loved is how they did not have to have this scene. This scene, I love the way they did it. This right here, with the man, with this dude right here. This scene right here was it for me. When they focused on this dude. And this kind of is a key into how certain policies are made and taken away. One or two little interactions that make you look at a macroscopic level to how things are actually happening. This dude was about to go off to his bunker and be safe. But he kept looking at the dude who thought, today's just another day. There's just another day. And he talks to him. He's like, bro, what's good? You know, they're like, no, Press, we got to go. He's like, hold on, bro. Yo, what's good, man? Just want to say thank you, bro. But you should probably call your people. He's like, I ain't worried about that. I'll talk to him tomorrow. And he's like, fuck. He's like, this is what's happening. This is how it's being received. You know what I'm saying? And that to me was dope because that is good writing, my friend. And so I definitely got to make sure we shout out the writers because the writers, you know, they went on a whole strike a couple years ago because they like, we can provide shit like this and y'all ain't paying us well enough for it. You know what I mean? Okay, so that was nothing to y'all. So what stood out to y'all then? Like I'm sitting there pouring out my heart at y'all like, yeah, that was cute. But I really like the gun part. Like what just around the horn, just talk to me, man. Like what was it? What is it that you love so much about the show? What scene stood out to y'all in episode 7? Open book. Jump
This
out.
whole episode did it for me. This whole episode was on fire from beginning to end. So like,
Mm-hmm.
I like how we started to get introduced to new characters, right? We saw that new Secret Service agent, that blonde haired boy, and I was like, wait a minute,
Yes.
I don't remember him, right? Like, and they start
He didn't
planting the
make it.
seed for how crazy the show is going to get from the beginning. I like how we had those moments with the president, the president's cabinet. Everything that happened in that room was fire. Like to the little microaggressions with the general, he's sitting over there reading his report, and the CIA dude keep interrupting him with like a know-it-all. Like, yeah, they ain't got nothing. Nah, they're gone. Sydney's gone. Melbourne is gone too. Everything's done. Everything's cooked. Like all that. The way they framed it, the way they shot it, you had little moments where you would see the general over the president's shoulder, and you could really start to feel the weight of what the decision Cal had to make in that moment about going from DEFCON 3 to DEFCON 2 to DEFCON whatever. Like the way they shot it, the way they paced it, the way they did that whole scene, because you just kept feeling the stakes get higher as the episode went on. Things just started to constantly intensify just from within that room. It's like they never left the White House, right? Like, except for that one moment when you got a peek of the news. Like you said, he was good. He already had recorded his speech. He was on his way to the bunker. And then he stopped and he looked at he sees the janitor a few times, and then he looks at the news. And then they start dropping that real world science and the sci-fi stuff. Yo, I love that shit. I love that shit when they start putting real world science. They was like, yo, there's going to be this harsh sound wave that precedes the wave. I'm like, what? Huh? Yes. And that lady was like, yo, she was cooked after that. She got hit with one, like, yo, this does not feel pleasant. And then she got hit with the second one, and her nose started bleeding. Yo, the way they did everything in this episode, I could talk about this episode from beginning. I could dissect and study this episode. Like,
can we look forward to that in an upcoming Monday broadcast from the movie blog on YouTube?
I probably should. I've been doing Severance, but maybe I could squeeze in some time for Paradise. I think I have to. Okay. I think I have to.
Damn. I put the man on the spot. Yeah, man. But you got to get the people what you want, man. These your people too, right here, man. You know what I'm saying? But and you really into it, and you can't tell me you was just as into Severance. Come on. I mean, we'll talk about that later.
Severance is a different vibe.
Yeah,
it is a different vibe. It's a don't be tired and watch vibe.
Okay. Well, we might Yas, me and you might have to put I can't this Monday. I got softball, but we might have to pull up on Monday movie blog, you know what I'm saying, and chat. But anyway, Nolly, what are your thoughts on Paradise?
I feel like after Silo ended, I needed something to fill that whodunit whole kind of like the what's going on, what's the mystery, what's the story kind of feel. And Paradise scratches that itch, but in a really, really like satisfying way, where I'm like, I don't understand, like, what's season 2 going to be about? Because so much is happening. How am I supposed to keep up here? Like, what more have we got? Then I realized that there's a lot of white people on the board, and I'm like, there's probably more. There's always more. There's more.
Okay. All right. Well, I particularly all right. Okay, so let's do this. All right, let's go ahead and do this. It wasn't until this episode that I got reeled in. I watched the other ones and I was on the edge. It was like, all right, it's a show. I like Sterling K. Brown. Like, yeah. I like Sterling. How can I not support the uncle of T'Challa? I will give it a watch, but I was underwhelmed because it felt very, very, who done it at first, because it was going, who did it? And we still don't kind of really know everything, but now it's clearly not centered around just who done it. Like, it's the scope of things. It's the reality of it. Like Ant said, and I was waiting. I was like, show the wave. I was sitting there. Was I the only one that was sitting there watching like, okay, all right, let me see it. And then when she got hit with the sound, with the sonic boom, and oh my god, like
with the blood, and then they're all like looking, and that shit was and then her last words was what really got me. Can we talk about that really quickly? Like, her last words was, "Stay away from the rail, bitch. Y'all all gonna die." Those are the last words you chose to fucking to come out of your fucking mouth. Is stay away from the rail. There's a fucking 300-foot wave coming for you. What the fuck? The rail's not gonna do shit. You're gonna drown, bitch. Sorry.
Damn.
That's true. Yeah, unfortunately,
Right.
yes,
Not even drown, but she's gonna, like, the water is gonna shoot her through that 20-foot fucking building into other buildings, and then just, oh yeah, they were dead. But grab the rail, okay? Stay away from the rail.
No, it started before that for me, Yaz. It started at, are you guys gonna be okay out there? Oh well, we're on a high-rise tower. We're way up, so we're good. But we're just gonna sit here and take. And you automatically yes, we live in a hurricane state.
Dog, I was like, this bitch is drowning.
We see the reports all the time with the reporter out there. So we're just gonna wait here. And right now the winds are at 110 miles and then you get hit with a stop sign. Like we see it, but like I ain't never seen it like to the point like oh my god, it hurts my ears. Yo, that shit was dope as fuck. I loved it. Like that was when it was that moment. I was like, yes, give me more. I need. And then like the whole, oh my god, this is the part that got me. And what's the dude's Xavier? Xavier is not completely innocent in this. He's not the hero.
What was he supposed to do, Vince?
I'm not.
What was he supposed to say to those people? Like, can you save me? Like Martha or whatever. Edward, can you save? And wait, time out. My husband actually pointed out. Actually, Edward is the motherfucker with the dog.
Who, Edward?
Edward, remember? And she was like, "Please save my boy, Edward. You're gonna be responsible for murdering my baby." Like, remember, Edward is the motherfucker with the dog in the paradise. So somehow he fucking made it. So time out. Xavier is still the fucking hero, okay? Because I was like, wait a minute, did that dude even make it? My husband was like, Edward is the motherfucker with the dog that the little boy goes and plays with, and I was like, oh, yo, he was like, watch that shit again. And I went back and it's fucking Edward, dog. But why have you for a second? My thing about the newscasting, like, when like, oh, are you guys gonna be okay? The dude, after they fucking died in front of everyone on live TV, was like, are they coming back? Are they gone? Are they coming back? Bitch! What? What the fuck is wrong with you? No, they're not coming back! The fuck? I'm sorry. I just couldn't. And he was like so cavalier, like, are they coming back? What's going on? Bitch, there's a tsunami, just took them the fuck out. What the fuck do you mean are they coming back? Yeah, sorry.
Okay, but he's still not the hero.
How?
He's still not the hero.
He didn't kill the agent getting into the plane. He saved the dude that he was asked to save. She said, I don't care about saving my life. Save my boy. He saved him. How's he not a hero? He couldn't get to his wife. He tried.
What did he do wrong, Vince?
It's not that he did anything wrong. He's doing his job. He's not the hero. And that's not a bad thing. I don't want this to be about the hero. It's a real story about reality. There are people in that room that he's guarding for the president that are not aware of the cataclysmic event that is about to happen. I'm speaking specifically about there's one lady in particular, I believe, who kept saying to him, like, yo, am I gonna be all right? Just let me know.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, though. It was her son. She asked him.
I know that's what he's talking about. But he didn't say, no, you're not gonna be all right. Here's what the fuck's about to happen. Go fuck shit up because we going down. He did his job. Saying shit that a lot of I know this is a very, very triggering word, so I won't use it lightly. But this is the same thing that they said in Nazi Germany. I'm just following orders. And in that moment, he decided, my family all right, my job all right, I'm all right. My orders are to not inform you that you about to die. And so is your family. And that's fine. I'm not trying to knock on the ball. I am actually giving credit to the writers. This is what draw me in, because I don't want this to be a clean cut story where there's one dude who's so clean cut and he's so free of any kind of accountability that he's not realistic. He's not Clark Kent. He's not Superman. He's not blood. He does have blood on his hands, and that's what makes this show interesting for me, is that he's not without blame. He does have blame in this shit. Okay. I mean, it's look. There's no way to not see it.
I see your point. I see your point, but also let me just open your eyes to another point. His job is to secure the fucking president.
Right.
Why the fuck in the Oval Office, in the fucking White House, where everyone is already like he said, it is already frantic. It's about to be a fucking riot. Why the fuck would he be the person to be the one that threw the fire, like threw the match in the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like on the gasoline. Why? They were literally telling Cal, do not tell them the truth. Let's get the fuck out of here, then air the fucking bullshit lie you told them, and let's fucking go. Xavier was trying to save his wife, and that ultimately was, Cal was also thinking about that as well, was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my Secret Service guy is trying to save his family. Like, everybody has families. The guy, that's most of the reason why he turned to the guy that was in the White House cleaning, because he was like, you should go be with your, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone is, the shit's about to, oh no, Mr. President. He's like, no, fuck this. I need to tell everybody. He needs to know. Like, you see what I'm saying? But because he still had that thought about Xavier's, like, holy shit, Xavier's wife is not going to make it. You have to think about that. Like, Cal knew she wasn't going to fucking make it. When he told her that she was still in Atlanta, and he told Xavier that as well. He said, when did you know? When did you know she wasn't going to make it? He said, when you told me she was still in Atlanta. That's when he told him when they were in the Oval Office. Think about that. Cal was thinking about that whole time. He had the fucking speech and he's lying to every fucking American. And he's like, oh, everything's going to be great. Let's just do our, peaceful. And the speech guy is over here bitching about that. That was the whole structure of the speech. Bitch, the world is ending. And you're over here fucking crying about your goddamn speech. Like, no. That's why Cal was like, we're throwing that shit out. We're not airing this shit. I'm fucking telling them the truth. Put me on right now. Fuck your makeup. Fuck your lighting. Fuck your production. Just fucking turn it on right now and let's do this shit.
Okay. I don't. Okay, please. Ant, please.
All right. So first off, I got to agree with Yaz, because like the dude who plays the president, James Marsden, Cyclops, yo, this motherfucker is acting all, like he's been acting all throughout the series, but like you really need to give him his flowers for this episode, because like you see that progression, you see those little things, you see him wrestling with the thoughts, like you said, like, when did you know she was dead? When you said she was still in Atlanta. Like, I tried to tell you. He's like, you didn't try to tell me. You was double speaking. That's how I speak. I'm the fucking president. Like, what are you talking about? So I definitely agree with Yaz on all of that. But can we go back? I gotta go back, because you brought it up and started this by saying how he's not the hero. And then you went and said it's not about him being the hero, and you're not critiquing him for not being the hero. So which one is it? Like, is we critiquing him for being the hero, or we not critiquing him for being the hero?
I wasn't.
Hold on.
Oh, my bad.
Why are we even talking about a federal agent who leads the highest detail in the entire organization and we're guilt tripping homie for maintaining nation secrets through and through? Correct. Like, why are we even talking about this? Like, if anything, this makes me feel like he is a hero. Like, this is his job, is to keep us safe. It's like, you're not supposed to just readily spread information to people who's not authorized to hear it. Mm-hmm. So there we go. That's my rant. But yeah, are we getting on him for being a hero or not? What are we doing?
I'm not getting on him for not being a hero. I'm not trying to castigate him as a malicious character. I'm trying to illustrate the complexity of his character and show that he is not one without guilt because of his position. It's just a fact of the matter. You know what I'm saying? He's involved in a conspiracy in which years went by, which he was fully aware that there was going to be a cataclysmic event. And he was not,
because they showed him in this episode when he found out. He knew something was wrong, but considering the position he's in, he's sitting there next to the president. You can't really narrow down exactly what it is that you're preparing for. You don't know if people's going to invade. You don't know if there's going to be bombs. You don't know if aliens are going to come out the sky. You don't know what's going to happen. And they sat him down with the general, and he was like, look, I'm still not going to tell you what's really going to happen, but you need to start getting your affairs in order. Like, his imagination could go anywhere, literally anywhere.
Okay,
Sitting next to the president.
And at that point in time, he has choices. And his choice was to remain complacent with the status quo and hope that everything was going to be okay because he put his trust in the government.
Not
and
even just
as
that.
a result,
It's his job. That was his job.
Hold on. This is not me trying to this is not me challenging his role. It's me loving that the writers are delving into something that's as complex as being a Secret Service agent in this position, which is what is attractive to me. It's not me saying this dude ain't even a hero. Fuck him. It's like, yo, the best part about this is he has to accept some sort of responsibility. And let's take where you're saying, which is basically he didn't always know. At some point he did know. And at that point, he was still remaining completely in loyalty to the government because that was what was best for his family. There was a room full of people. There was many people, that lady specifically, who asked him straight up, am I going to be okay? And he had to say, yeah, we all right, we good. When he knew that wasn't the case. And that's some fucked up shit for him that he's going to have to deal with that. Like, he's going to have to live with that. I mean, obviously, as a Secret Service agent, he's been through a lot of shit. So that's probably just a part of the job. You know, I mean, soldiers, Afghanistan, they do a lot of shit we don't ever learn about. So that's just a part of the job. But this series is delving into that complexity. That's it. That's what I was trying to put kind of out there. And I like that because it does make him somewhat accountable. Even though it was his duty, it was his choice for that to be his duty. You know, and there was another dude like all right, let me put it in perspective. One last point, final point. There's a guy that they spotlight in this show who is basically a whistleblower for the climate change, who's on TV, who's like, yo, this shit's about to happen. It's gonna fuck shit up. And everybody's like, all right, well, you know, that's cool. But and he's like, no, y'all don't get it. 10 years, shit's gonna be fucked up. And everybody's like, all right, fine, whatever, sure. This dude was with the shits. He was not out there trying to keep secrets, trying to he's like, no, I want the whole entire globe to be 100% aware of every possibility. Ain't no secrets. The very first episode, they sat in a room and decided we ain't even gonna tell people that the president actually got shot. And Sterling's character was like, all right, because that's his job. I'm saying that job comes with that type of bullshit. And the fact that they're peeking into it is fascinating to me. Now, I'm not trying to make him out to be the bad guy. I just think that his character has, you know, levels of complexity that I'm loving as they're delving into as the episodes progress. What were you just trying to say? Yes, my bad.
Sorry. I was just trying to say, like, I think because of the complexities of, you know, his job, the nature of it and everything, like he's starting to, as everything's unraveling with Cal and when he's learning about Sinatra and how, you know, basically, you know, he's been doing his job, but there's been things that he's not been aware of and they've been very corrupt under his belt, especially with, you know, his best friend and, you know, the people that are involved. So now that things are unraveling, I think that Xavier is on this journey right now to redemption for you see what I'm saying? Like those things that he couldn't do or say, you see what I'm saying? Because he was guarded by the, you know, I mean, if you really think about it, he's on an NDR, if you really think about it, you know what I'm saying? He can't disclose that shit. He'll go to fucking jail. Like, you know what I mean? He'll go to jail, get court-martialed or fucking killed. He's legally binded by not being allowed to tell that shit, Vince. So like, you have to understand that from a legal standpoint as well. It's not that it's his job, his duty is he is legally bound to not tell this shit or he will literally end up in fucking Guantanamo Bay at best. You see what I'm saying? So from the other foot, yes, he has been involved and complicit without knowing in certain things. And this is why he's trying to open the eyes of everybody in the colony to like, they're fucking lying to us. It's not just me, it's everyone. And I want everyone to start fucking opening their eyes and asking questions. And that's what he's doing right now. He is stirring the public. So that way, questions he can't physically ask himself, other people are going to be awoken to it and start asking those questions himself. He's still under the non-disclosure. So think about it that way. Okay.
I could dig it. Good point. Sir.
One more thing, real quick. Again, I'm still agreeing with Yaz. It's like we in sync this morning, girl. I'm with you. Like that's he know the risk, right? Like he knows the risk of his life if he starts giving out government secrets. Like that could be immediate treason. That could be immediate, go to jail, do not pass go. But from another perspective, I want to and to pack what you were saying, Vince. There's so many incredible layers to the writing because they do address it. They actually did address it because he also knew what was going to happen as soon as this became public knowledge, right? Because as soon as Cal went back in that room to redo his speech, Xavier immediately peeped game. He grabbed his boy. They went in the room. They put on the vest. They got the heat. The rookie didn't even know what was going on. He was lost. He was trying to keep up, but Xavier is so smart. He's so skilled in his role that he knew the consequences if he just slipped up, even to a close friend that he knew. He knew the consequences and how dangerous that situation really was, because people didn't make it out the Oval Office alive, right? Some people got murked.
Yes, they did.
Right? So he knew. He's like, look, I'm going to try to help you as best as I can, but I have to stay in the confines of the safety of the most amount of people as possible, especially the president. So, like, I think the way that they wrote his intelligence, like his Secret Service IQ in that moment was on 1,000. Like he peeped everything that was gonna happen before it happened, and I credit the writers for that because that just made that scene. It makes rewatching it even more enjoyable.
It did.
Like I don't know about you, Vince. Yeah, I saw it twice. I had to watch it again. Same, like the same night.
Yeah, same. Wow. It was so good. I was like, damn, this is so fucking good. Like, God, chef fucking kiss. Oh my God. The writing, the feels, like what and I'm sorry, but how they left the fucking episode left me on my goddamn seat. Like, I was like throwing the remote, like, what the fuck? Yeah, like, bro.
Well, I started my level of intrigue started to peak when the last episode started to go into the "your wife's still alive" portion of the script, and I was like, oh, like they really went gradual with the build on this one, because it started as a whodunit, then it became mystery, and then it became dystopian when they were showing them out there with the frozen world, and then it went full on like freaking Fast and Furious like action movie. I was like, whoa, is this Hulu? Is this the right show? And I'm going to give it the credit. Like the build is ridiculous, and I mean, I think that is a token of I think that is an indication of good writing. Like I said, for the shows that I've started off hating and ended up loving, I think that just goes to the genius of the writer and the level of intellect that they perceive their audience to have. My man.
Do you think Sinatra was telling the truth?
Oh, well, about the wife being alive, possibly?
All of that.
Yeah.
Well, I would assume that there was a hint of truth after she played the voices on the walkie-talkie, but there could be AI. I don't know what that, but it sounded. I do think, because whose flashback were we operating under? Hers, right? When she went into how he was not going to launch the missiles, but decided to rather basically launch a global EOD,
EMP.
EMP, EOD,
KOD.
I don't know. I'm thinking that right now. So I think that if that's her flashback, then I mean, she has to be telling the truth, right? No, I think she's cunning as fuck. I actually love her character. I mean,
Sam is like one of those, like, I love her, but I can't stand her because she's so good at her acting and her character, and like she's like that Bond villain that you just love to hate. I just wanna smack her sometimes. Like, she gets me so mad.
Why?
Because she's so good. She's so.
I mean, what has she done to make you want to smack her?
Because it's her facial expressions. Like, it's like she has no, like, she's like a robot. She just always with that look on her face, and it makes me want to fucking smack her every time. Like, when she's diabolical, she has this certain look on her face, and then when she said, "Oh, maybe I am a monster," that look, I just want to snatch the fucking hair off that bitch. When she said that, I was just like, oh my god, like, oh, maybe you are, oh, haha, the fucking kettle calling the pot black, bitch. It was, dude, telling you. The writing is amazing. Like, Sam, like, and her whole backstory on her becoming the Bond villain basically it's amazing. Like, I'm not, oh god, and it tugs at all the fucking heartstrings as well, because like we just had, you know, mental health and cosplay on, so that, like, that, you know what I'm saying, like, that took me back, and I was just like, wow, this is crazy. Like, you know, and it really shows you, you know, like, there's two sides to every, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody can choose to be good or bad from these situations. And you know what I'm saying? Like, Sam just she was like, fuck it. Let's do this shit. It's either all or nah. And you know, we already know what nah does. So just saying, she got snipers at the ready. But I think for me, what sold me like the best on this, like, I was already sold, but like what really, like, the thing that surprised me the most, I think, was the episode with Billy when he died. That shit, that caught me. Billy is his friend. Boy? No,
nah, the other Secret Service agent, the one that
was
watching his kids.
Oh yeah. That did kind of raise my. I was like, damn. So they set him up, and yeah, that was unpredictable. I was like, all right, they going there. Okay, 10-4. It is, yeah, and I mean, it was a little predictable, but it wasn't. I knew he was going to die. I just didn't know it was going to be
by her hands.
You know what I'm saying?
And then can we talk about, hold on, since we're on this topic, can we talk about how motherfucking convincing that bitch was when she found the body with fucking Collins? Oh my god, I wanted to come to the screen, and I was like, this why we don't trust him. This is shit. My husband was literally like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, he had to pause it because I was like, that's the shit I'm fucking talking about. Look at that shit. Then did you see her fake crying while she was on him, while Collins was like trying to figure out on the phone like how to tell people he's down, and he's having this whole like emotional disconnect, and he's like, Billy's down, and she's like looking at him, that fake crying ass bitch. Oh my god. All I want to do is eat ice cream and just go into a corner and be sad, bitch.
Yo, but that's good act. No, the fact that the acting has you so angry.
I was so mad.
is good, man. I mean, it's given a lot. Do a couple things if it's okay, real quick. First of all, you gotta give shout out to Dan Fogelman, Katie French. This was episode 7, right? Or was this 8?
Yeah. No, we just watched episode. This was episode 6.
No,
episode 7 is this week. Episode 8 is on the 4th.
Yeah, so this was episode 6.
Next one is the finale.
This wasn't 6, was it?
This was 7. This was 7. Well, we watched. No, the carnival was like the carnival. Well, the screen say it's episode 4.
I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. This ain't this episode. This is a long time ago. All right, you know what?
Comment section, help us out.
Whatever. All right, comment. Yo, come on, NBO fam. I got Dan Fogelman, Katie French, Stephen Markley, Nadra Weedatala, which sounds like an ethnic name.
What'd you call me?
John Holberg, Gina Lucida Monreal, Scott Weinger, and Jason Wilborn all appear to be contributing. They have the writers' credits for this season, so all of them, I want them to all get the love they deserve. And while you're at it, please make sure you all are following and liking. Stop right now if you don't already subscribe to the new Blerd Order. Go ahead and hit that like button. Share, please. We trying to grow, and we can't grow if you keep us a secret. So please go ahead and put us on out there in the universe. Take a couple moments if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers this year. We hit like 3,800. We're trying to hit 5K at least by maybe summer. So look out for your boy. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And thank you to Comedy Hub and all those other, and Movie Blog and everybody else who allows us to kind of just, be exist in their realm. Real quick, wanted to see if anybody else out there in the world had any opinions about this Paradise episode. Let's get some more opinions out there.
And Trail giving my edges hell, ain't it? First and foremost, let me say that when it comes to TV presidents, I never thought I would love another TV president the way that I love Fitzgerald Marquez Grant. But then there was Cal LaDonte Bradford. And now I just will ride in the street for him. You see what I'm saying? I love him down. And I watched this last episode, the way that I cried, cursed, and threw up. If you watched it on live with me, then y'all saw I was stressed and a mess. Paradise Cantrell giving my edges hell, ain't it? First and foremost, let me say that when it comes to TV presidents, I never thought.
Now listen, that Paradise episode 7 got a little onion in it, because why was I tearing up a little bit? It was a little bit too real. All that tragedy was a little bit too real. When the weather lady was talking and the tsunami came and hit her, I said, oh my God. When he was on the phone with his wife and he could see the missile going to Atlanta, I was like, this is crazy. But can we talk about how Cal, the president, told you not to let her go to Atlanta? He basically told you and you ignored him. So how was it his fault? He told you need to go get your wife, and you said she don't listen to me, so that's on you. And they did that one lady wrong. She was asking what was going on, and they was not telling her, just to leave her behind, wouldn't even let her see her family. That's at the gate. That's crazy. Murdering their co-workers that could not go with them. Like, it was just a lot going on. Crazy episode. And I don't care what nobody says. Sinatra would have been dead because my wife been alive this whole time playing hide and go seek looking for me, and you never said nothing to me. And now all of a sudden you want to play voice recordings out of your iPhone? Like, you're crazy. And she got the daughter. Like, this is too much. Do y'all think the wife is alive? I don't know. Like, I feel like she lying. I can't believe it's only one more episode. And Sterling K. Brown, you are amazing. Now listen, that Paradise episode 7 got a little...
Episode 7 is one of the most intense episodes of television that I've ever watched in my entire life. I don't think I took a breath for 57 minutes. This show continues to amaze me week after week. And this episode... I can't even form thoughts. Episode 7 is one of the most intense episodes of television that I've ever watched in my
hands down, the best episode of TV I've seen in years. And I'm not exaggerating. I went through all the motions. It felt like I was there. If you're not watching Paradise on Hulu, what the fuck are you doing? Because you need to be. Genuinely one of the best shows on TV I've seen in a long time. But that episode right there, I was like trying to do my groceries. I couldn't even focus on the groceries, girl. I had to be locked in. Hands down.
This episode was giving, is this play about to be about us? The penultimate episode of Paradise came out last night, and y'all, this is the Emmy episode. Episode you submit for your actors come award season. Everybody deserved an Emmy. I gotta hide the pew pew so my video doesn't get flagged. Sterling K. Brown, get your Emmy speech ready. That was acting, brother. This is probably your best performance I've ever seen. I've been with you since Army Wives, bro. I'm so proud of you. He tried to call Terry that last time. I knew it was the last call. Oh my God. Now back to Xavier. Sir, please don't fall for the BS. Also, you gotta lay off Cal. It's not his fault that you can't tell your wife no. This episode was giving, is this play about to be?
Holy shit, what an episode. What an episode this week for Paradise. Episode 7, the penultimate episode of season 1 has dropped, and my mind is blown as we got a flashback to the day everything happened, and it was absolutely incredible. Holy shit, what an episode. What an episode this week for Paradise.
Paradise episode 7. Why? Why are y'all doing this to us? Why Sterling K. Brown? Y'all, this man is acting his tail off. Do you hear me? Paradise episode 7. Why? Why are y'all doing this to us? Why Sterling K. Brown? Y'all, this man is acting his tail off. Do you hear me?
Shout out to,
Paradise episode 7.
Shout out to everybody who was listed there. It appears obviously this is a Paradise site, so, but this content would not be accessible if the show was trash. So do y'all agree that this is on the way to winning some awards? Do we think Sterling K. Brown might walk away from this with a best TV acting performance, possibly best scene in a TV series? Who knows? Are we looking at possibly Sinatra, best supporting actress? What are we thinking here? What's the vibes on the award scene?
It's too early. I mean, for so far, I can say so far, like as of like everything that's out on TV right now, yeah, they in the front, but they got a long year ahead of them of stuff coming out that they got to still hold that spot down. It's possible though. I saw Dune do it. Dune came out in like March. They was able to hold it down as like a early contender, early front leader. But we'll see what happens with this.
Yeah, I think the show is gonna do numbers like Shogun did. Like the cast is gonna like it's gonna hit, honestly, because this was definitely some. If they don't get an award, we'll fucking riot. You heard it here today. All I'm saying, because Sinatra. I mean, I hate to love her, but she definitely needs a supporting role. Sterling K. Brown, he needs his flowers for this because his shit has been crazy. I mean, the actor that plays Cal, he definitely does, because wow, like the argument between them when he was just like, if you don't want to get on the fucking plane, there's 8 million people in the fucking world that'll take your seat. And he was just like that shit was, he got me there. I was like, yeah, nigga, I'm getting on the fucking plane. Okay, my wife is gone. Like, I gotta tend to my kids. Like, he like gave him a verbal bitch slap. So, I mean, this show had some moments where I will be surprised if they don't get any awards, to be honest with you. I mean, I know it's still early, but whew, I'm ready for season 2. When the fuck is it coming out?
Wow. Yeah. Well, damn. Well, season 2, it's on the way. Old boy did do the reveal. We showed it to you a little earlier, where he basically turns his hand over and says, "Oh yeah, by the way, season 2 is already here." And you see how he kind of threw the throwback to when old girl showed him to say, "By the way, not to get into it, but maybe next week, because we got to talk a little bit of Invincible before we start to go." But what up with the little relationship shit that popped off? Like, I mean, was that just so that people can have some sex to talk about? Was that just thrown in there just for the sake of romantic inclusion for the plot? I mean, because I don't see the point.
They're like the daughter. They're healing. You know what I'm saying? You go through the motions of healing. It's been 3 years since their whole life. The world has been turned upside down. Do you keep being sad, like the daughter says, or you start to heal and you start to move forward? This is Xavier trying, you know what I'm saying? That was him trying. And then he realized it, like he said, it was a great night and a great experience, but he's married and he loves his wife. And that ultimately, you know what I'm saying? That night kind of helped him have that revelation of like, I'm a married man and I love being with my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like I tried to move on. It's not for me. My daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like she's also trying to move on. You know what I mean? Like it's part of life. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to establish some type of normalcy. So I mean, I don't know. I thought that definitely was the reason why they kind of threw that entanglement in there was because, Xavier's been, he's a Secret Service man. If he ain't getting, you know what I'm saying, his stress out one way or another, you know what I'm saying? Like he gonna explode. And it happened right before, you know what I'm saying? Like he decided to go all full, X gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying it was perfect timing. The little rendezvous, and then him hiding from her at the fucking carnival was beautiful. Like he was like, "Oh, let's go this way." Yeah. Come on, son. Look at that ride over there. Let's go. Yeah, let's go over there and get some food. And then he was like, he turned around and said, "Oh shit, she's coming towards us." Okay. Oh hey. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it was perfect. It had to be in there, Vince. Like I and everyone loves to see some butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
You did see the butt cheeks. Yo.
Let's some butt cheeks. So let's be serious, okay?
I've noticed that in the 21st century, there's been a lot of man nudity, frontal and backal.
It's the back with the cheeks and the legs, the silhouette. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sell the sex. You know what I mean?
He's rich. He gets to do it. I get it. It's fine. I mean, at one point, remember Omar? He was his Green Lantern, so I get it. That's cool. Well, listen, I guess you could say it's safe to assume that we will be tuned in to Paradise next week for the finale. So make sure you all have it locked here, ready to talk about what happened on this very show next week. Don't miss it, and make sure you share. Bring some friends to the table, man. We trying to expand a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop being so greedy. Get to the needy. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and move it along, as there are still things to discuss.
New Blerd. Hold on, can I do it again? Hey, check out New Blerd Order. They're a whole vibe. It's the newest thing on the. Sorry, let me try that again. I'm so sorry. Hey, shout out to New Blerd Order. They're a whole vibe. The funniest people, the friendliest people, and also the nerdiest people you ever see. And the black. Check them out.